Soldier found dead during basic combat training at Fort Jackson. They do basic training at Fort Jackson. I think that's what is that? South Carolina, North Carolina? It's one of the Carolinas, Fort Jackson. Co-op, co-ed, how do you say it? Both males and females both train here. And I think that's the case overall everywhere today, these days. If you went to Fort Benning as an 11 Bravo, or you went to Fort Knox as an 11 Bravo, or whatever other MOS, then you probably had a male-only basic training with only male drill sergeants, and the only women you saw throughout your basic training were the lunch ladies. They were ugly as hell on week 1, but by week 9, some of them were starting to look like Jennifer Aniston. But to be dead, that's crazy. When I first got to basic training, the most recent person that had died was another drill sergeant. He walked out into the middle of the woods and blew his head off. But we didn't have anyone die at basic training. We had a mental breakdown, we had a seizure, and we had like 1 or 2 other things that happened, but no deaths. A trainee at Army Basic Combat Training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina died last week. A soldier from Charlie Company, 2nd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment was found deceased during training on Thursday. The Army said in a brief release. Losing a teammate affects us all. Fort Jackson Commander Major General Darrell O. Hood said in a statement posted to the base's Facebook page, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family as well as cadre and fellow trainees." Hey, how about you tell us how he died? The Army release did not include the soldier's identity, citing the Army's ongoing next of kin of notification process. That's cool. That's what's supposed to happen. But how did he die? Or she? Additional details about the soldier's death were not provided. Well, fuck. This is going to be an ongoing story. This is barely anything. The unit is conducting a 48-hour training stand-down, according to the release. You don't have to stand down. You just need to go on blackout. You lost a soldier in basic training, not Chris Kyle, okay? There's no need for a stand-down. And you do a blackout to where no one can use the internet, no one can use social media, no one can do anything until the family's notified. That's what they did for us when we had someone die or get injured in combat overseas. Everything went dark. Phones, we didn't have cell phones, but communication lines, everything, internet, everything went down, done, dead, gone, zero, off until the family of that soldier was notified. So, but you don't need a stand down. You can keep training. Y'all are fine. It's basic training. Soldier on. You'll be good. It's unfortunate. I want to know how he died. There's a couple of things in my head. Really, he died at the range. He died at the hands of another soldier. He died in the field. Right? There's times in basic training where the drill sergeants will leave you out there in the middle of nowhere by yourself. The only thing you have is your wits, your battle buddies, and your training. So maybe it was that. Maybe they overworked him for heat exhaustion. I don't know, man. Maybe this fucker walked out somewhere, got lost. Same as the soldiers from a couple of weeks ago up in, where was that? Lithuania. Holy shit. Either died at the range, died of heat exhaustion, died of negligence from the drill sergeants, died in the field, either because of cold, heat. It's Fort Jackson. It's getting hot. It's hot. Bro, it's hot. One of those reasons, man. It has to be one of those reasons, because how else do you die in basic training? I didn't die. It felt like it sometimes, or the soldier did it himself. Man, who knows? You do have a weapon when you're in basic training, and you know how easy it would be for you to get your hands on ammunition? All you gotta do is just wait till you go to the range and just slip one through. That's it, man, really, at the end of the day. To get your hands on ammo, you go to the range, and just whenever they're doing all of the inspections and they're cleaning up and they're picking up brass and ammo and doing going to the amnesty box and doing contraband checks before you leave the range, you could easily just slip this shit into your boot or something and use it for a later date. You know, there's plenty of ways that you can do that in basic training. It's not impossible. I doubt that's the case, though. I doubt that this person did that. So I don't know, maybe an underlying medical condition. We had a guy that he had a seizure in basic training, and it was the first seizure of his whole ass life. He's never been epileptic before, and had a seizure, and it fucked him up bad. Really bad. To the point where he had to go home. So, and here I was, full-fledged epileptic patient, and I was good. Surprised how far lying will get you with the service. Either one of the drill sergeants was negligent, the soldier killed himself, was killed by another soldier, or had an underlying medical condition or got lost in the field, went out into the field, I don't know, and fucking just stayed there. I don't know. I don't know how you die in basic training aside from the drill sergeants being negligent or you dying at the range. You could die at the grenade range if you have a stupid drill sergeant and an even dumber soldier. But it's still, though, it's like impossible to die at the grenade range, man.